clarify, the question is, what do I think the advantages are today by being a female entrepreneur?
Yeah, some of your experiences, and what are some of the things that you think really help out?
I think that as much as we like to say that everything's equal and all the same, it's absolutely not true. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in different bodies and have different pigmentation, etc. And so I think one should just use that to her advantage. We think differently from men, maybe more in a collective spirit. There's a different management style. And I think particularly when one is talking about new technology or anything that's new, that really just calls for a lot of thought, a lot of collaboration, and really mapping out in strategy, I think we as women really excel in that. And you have to think of multiple things at multiple times, particularly in technology, and I think we can all agree that, we're pretty good at that. Not to say that men aren't, but I think that working in tandem with each other is, the best of all worlds. But if you're able to do that, have that stand out either on the resume or on the brochure or what have you. I know when I ran my business for 14 years, I had offices both here in the United States and overseas, and oversaw multiple projects in multiple time zones in 2 different languages, and it just began to be a flow. And then I realized there aren't a lot of people who can do that, and so I didn't even realize that it was an asset. So I would just say to use almost what is innate and bring it out in the way that is particularly organic for you as a woman.
Now, for you, you're both, content creator and content promoter. So what have been some of your experiences with mentors or sponsors, and have there been any models that you've looked to kind of guide where your career is going?
I'm really glad that you're asking this question about mentors, because I feel that, and certainly no disrespect, that whenever we have these panels and mentoring comes up, I don't know if I'm, just odd man out, or people have different experiences where they say what they think is appropriate. But I've never really had any mentors, and I would like to have some mentors. I think they kind of come and go, but the type that is with you maybe for several years and over the long haul, and dealing with global opportunities, etc. I don't actually know any women of color, at least in my age group, who have had those or have them now. And I think we see, or are beginning to see, the great difference between that. When you look at like a Sheryl Sandberg, and I wouldn't even doubt Marissa Mayer or Mayer, these women are like shepherded by very, very powerful men. Not to say that they aren't intelligent as well, but from what I understand, many doors have been opened for their talent to be seen through these men. And I'm not quite certain what it is about where we are as women of color that we don't maybe get those same things, or maybe it's just been my particular personal route. I did go to a conference that The Economist put together, very well done, in New York, I'm going to say about 2 years ago. And there was a woman on there who was creating some kind of organization studying like work, life, whatever. And she's addressing this question pretty seriously, not only just for women of color, but women overall. And what her studies have found, I don't know if it's true or not, but at least what she is saying, is that a lot of times mentors, who are typically older, and if they're male, they don't kind of look back to help women for fear of that there might be rumors that there's some sexual relationships or things like that, so we kind of just get dropped out. And I thought at first, as I'm very much like Lisa, I don't ask for things, because of course strong women don't do that, but we know they do. And so then I was told, well, you should ask, for a mentor, or select somebody and ask that person, take them to lunch and, discuss things. And I did that a couple of times, and it seemed like it was going a certain place, and then the person kind of dropped out. This was a man probably about 10, 15 years older than I am. I don't know, I didn't have any designs on him or anything. So I don't really know. The best mentors that I've had have been, from books and just being a type A competitive personality, and I will not stop. But I would hate to see the current and the next generation have to go through the same thing, and so that's why I think it's important that we continue to kind of have these discussions with both men and women, in the room, to kind of really talk about what's going on with that.